Okay, I don't know how many of you are actually learning something, and I believe I don't need to explain much about what we're talking because we've been talking for quite some time, mental health, and I hope the message is reaching out to all of you. Okay, so today I want to talk about self-pity. All right, so do you self-pity yourself? That's what I wanted to ask. Okay, so this is another lesson that I learned from Brother Jenny Tang. So if Brother Jenny Tang is watching my video, thank you very much, brother. He has always been very kind and considerate in teaching me a lot of stuff. Very good brother indeed. Okay, so self-pitying ourselves. Many a times, I believe that we are our own, we are our own enemy. That's how I feel. If you want to find out who is your greatest enemy, you go into the mirror, that's you. We are our greatest enemy. If you are not scoring good marks, you're not studying. You are not studying, right? If you don't have friends, that's because of your ill health, sorry, ill behavior, right? And if you everything that's happening to you, everything, much of the thing actually, that is happening back to you, that's because of what you are doing, right? And much of the time, our depression, many times that's because we overthink a lot, all right? Two, you're much on the phone, you don't give yourself a break, and the only time you are alone is only when you want to think bad about people and how bad they treat you, right? And three is yeah, I mentioned overthinking and not giving a break to yourself and always being lost in the phone, always comparing yourself and always wanting to be online, looking and judging the lives of people, even when you know that those are filters, right? Even when you know that those lives are filters, and let's get real. Those celebrities that you are following, that you think as, wow, so beautiful, she has everything, like she has the money, she has the friends, she has the life, she's enjoying and all that, and suddenly you hear that, okay, she committed suicide. That rich girl, that beautiful girl who you thought had everything, had committed suicide, and you were following her. So how is that supposed to impact you, or what are you supposed to learn from them? I'm not sure, but I believe you're pretty much sure, right? So it is us who put ourselves into comparing people with others. It is us who don't want to accept ourselves the way we are, right? It is us. And it is us who wants to follow trend. It's us who wants to choose the friends you know are not good for you. And it is us, right? So many times what we do is that we as humans, we always like to play the victim. Much of the times, I don't, okay, do not get me wrong, a lot of my brothers and sisters come to me for counseling and they tell me this and that, and many a times they tell me about their family issues and all that, but I don't trust much of it, and I don't want to, and I just pray to God. Even when they're talking, in my heart I'm just praying that, God, you please give me discernment and help me understand like what's actually wrong, because a thief will never say that I stole. You got it? A thief will never agree or even say that I stole it. They will always make excuse and keep lying, no matter how much you beat them or torture them or punish them. They will keep saying, "No, I didn't steal. I didn't steal." That's what they do, right? So in the same way, when someone comes to you with a broken heart, they are never going to say they're a part of the story, right? Because the fire just does not just burn like that. You cannot just clap like that. You need two hands. A lot of stops will play together, right? So we don't really talk about ourselves and how we played the role into destroying something. We don't talk about it, but we love to gladly blame people for it, right? So if you have fallen to that, I want to tell you that do not self-pity, all right? To save yourself. Now, I'm not criticizing anyone because this is a personal advice that I give to myself, all right? I never try to blame people too much because much of the time I'm wrong. So it's I who have to back down. It's I who have to ask forgiveness to God, right? And it is I who has to do that. And that's why that's something that I do, right? That's something that I do, and that's something I know that I have to ask forgiveness about, right? So that's one thing. So never self-pity yourself. Never put yourself into a position where you'll be like, okay, I'm the one who is the victim. I'm the one who has been through this. I'm the one who is at loss, and I'm the one. And I always did this. I always did. Don't count. When you're loving someone, when you're buying someone things, don't count. When you're working for someone, don't count. You know, don't count. I'm sorry, it's getting very itchy out here, and I think it's getting red also. And yeah, sorry. So don't count. When you're doing favors for someone, do it for free. Don't count. All right? Don't count that I also did this, I also bought that, I also took them there. Don't do that. If you are gonna count, don't do it at all. Right? It's funny how men call women gold diggers just because he bought her a piece of samosa. You got it? Right? It is them who offer women that come in my car, will go on a ride, and then they use all these good words, right? They use all these good words, and of course women don't want to be with someone who is bad, and in fact you will not want to be with someone who is bad. So of course, like if even you as a brother or you as a sister would never want your partner or your siblings to ever get married to someone who's not doing financially stable, right? So if they're also choosing that for themselves, we will be like, oh, she's gold digger. You got it? So it is the man who will invite the lady, use all the sweet words, and women, we're so, how to say it? We're so easy with words, We just need words. We just need word to be fooled, and the guy would fool us, and we will go with them. And once they break up, the guy will be like, "Oh, she was a gold digger." You got it. So don't put yourself in position where you'll self pity yourself, like, "I did this, I did that, I did that," and it will give you more pain. And don't go to sad songs. Don't do that. Alright, don't do that. And if you want to do that, then don't do anything at the first place, right? Don't put yourself into a position where you want to compare yourself. I don't know what's wrong. Uh, maybe the dust or what, but it's getting very itchy. I'm sorry if it's disturbing. Okay, so yeah, it's like that. Do not self-pity. Do not put yourself into a position where you want to play the victim, all right? Just be a real person. Agree that even you had a mistake, because whatever had happened, it didn't happen by chance or by accident. It happened because you put yourself into that position, right? So take the responsibility. Say that you are sorry. Humble yourself, all right? Don't go out making all these videos and telling people that this is how it was and trying to spoil their reputation. Don't do that. Okay, just pray to God that He will forgive you, and you yourself forgive yourself, and never and ever step into new relationship before the pain of the past relationship it's healed. Okay, do not carry all the grudges from the past and throw it and dump it in the new person. Are you gonna die if you don't have a boyfriend? Are you gonna die if you don't have a girlfriend? Like, why do people want to be in a relationship? I don't understand that at the first place. Like, if you don't have a future, if you guys are not gonna get married, what are you in love with for? I mean, I don't know. I mean, is love just for 1 year, 2 year, or 3 year? I don't know. Like temporary love stories. But why go if you don't have a future? I mean, why? Right? So in the right time, we will get married. Wait for that. Why do you want to freely get hurt by relationships? I'm sorry. I know this is internet, but I'm not here for popularity. I don't care if you guys want to judge me, but I don't support relationships. I don't at all. And if you ask me if someone should go in a relationship, my answer will be don't. And if you want to, also only with the person you have a future with, right? And make sure you guys tell this to your parents that you guys are in a relationship, and do not go to meet that person often, okay? And do not meet in private. Always let it be a public meeting, maybe in a mall, maybe in a very crowded restaurant, or maybe in the shopping centers. Like, do not go to meet in the private places and then cry that something bad happened to you. Don't, right? And don't trust anyone. That's my advice. I know it will not sound very ear pleasing, but I'm not here to please anyone. I don't want to please anyone. So so that's about it. And just don't think that relationships are going to heal you, because if you are not healed, all right, if you are not happy, and okay, understand one thing: everyone in this world is broken. All right, everyone in this world is broken. Or maybe I'll make a different video about this, because it's already 10 minutes and I think it's too much. So please watch the next video if you want to know more about it. I'm sorry, like, I don't know, it feels so weird, okay, to even say, or even uh, to say that watch my videos, because like it's so weird. I don't say this, but I have to now, because I have not a choice, because like I'm making these videos in series. So if you don't want, if you don't watch one part of it, then you'll be confused about the rest. But anyway, we're still dealing with mental health, and kindly watch my next video. Okay, I'm sorry. God bless you all. Thank you very much for watching.